For now, this is the Tokyo Bada 23 sneaker channel. とりあえず Tokyo Bada 23 スニーカーチャンネルです。毎日アップするので、毎日見てください。And I do drop content every single day, and I don't edit my videos, so I just leave in all the flubs and when I mess up the Japanese like I did just there. And I usually start the videos off with this is a Tokyo Bada 23 sneaker channel, but I didn't just now. I said maybe, or とりあえず I said in Japanese. I forget what I said in English already. But because we're thinking of rebranding the channel, so check out yesterday's video if you want to know about why I'm thinking of rebranding this channel, because anyway, there's reasons, and they're all detailed in that video, and I won't waste your time with that here. But what I will waste your time with is this upcoming release of the Adidas V2, no gosh dang it, like I'm all over the place now, the Adidas 700 V2 Vanta. As I said in the introduction, today is all about the Adidas Yeezy 700 V2 Vanta, and I will be getting into that sneaker with you guys real soon to have a look at the different features on it, and especially to answer the question of where does a 3M pop most on this sneaker, because I've seen some really great shots that show us the difference between the the 3M lighting and the non-3M lighting, if I can call it that. So where the 3M pops on these V2 700 V2 Vantas, Yeezy 700 V2 Vantas is the big thing that I wanted to bring to you guys today. But before I do that, I'll do what I always do in every video, which is ask for you to subscribe. Please do hit the subscribe button down below. It's a tiny little button down below, and I haven't said this for a while, but there's also a funny little piece of Japanese over here that says Toroku, and that's another way to subscribe to the channel, and you can click on it without actually needing to subscribe. So if you're interested in that little piece of kanji that's down here, Japanese kanji, the Japanese lettering that says Toroku, you can kind of click on it and it'll bring up a sort of second window in front of my face, which never is a bad thing to cover my face up. So so that's one way to subscribe to the channel. But of course the big red button down below with the white subscribe in it is the one thing. Please do click on that and help grow the channel. Toroku お願いします。ここに登録が書いてあると思いますね、漢字で。それをクリックすると、東京バラ23の顔の前に登録バトンが出てくるんですので、それをクリックすると登録できます。登録お願いします。Okay, so let's have a look at these sneakers. Gosh, I'm struggling to get my words out. Adidas Yeezy 700 V2 Vanta, and every time it says Vanta, I think of the drink Fanta, and I have no idea why they would bring out a branding that's so close to Fanta and Vanta. Maybe there's a tie-up between them. I think Fanta's owned by Coca-Cola, so maybe Coca-Cola and Adidas are getting into bed together. And then one thing I do like to tell people when I review these V2s is a very easy way to see the difference between the 700 V1s and the 700 V2s is that the three-stripe branding is horizontal on the side, round about the mid-foot area, whereas on the V1s it's more vertical or slanted. It's definitely not horizontal. And that's a real quick, easy way to see the difference between V1s and V2s, 700 V1s and V2s. It can be quite difficult to see the difference between the two. So that's one very quick way. There's a sort of arch effect round about the midfoot area that tells you that these guys are 700 V2s. And then if we look further afield, taking a sort of panning out from that branding, that three-stripe horizontal branding on the midfoot there, and look at the actual totality of this colorway, this is a problem. Now, I think it's a problem because I don't think it's planned this way, but Adidas might disagree. But there's a problem with these solid color 700s. Now, the two that I'm thinking of in particular are the Salts and the Analogs, which are almost an identical sneaker, but they do serve the purpose to illustrate my point right now, which is when you get a single color 700, you know, the solid color, even the mauves actually, when I think about it, the mauves as well, so we can put them in there with the Salts and the Analogs and these upcoming Vantas. I nearly said Fanta there. The commonality between those four sneakers is that they're primarily one color uppers, okay? The original V1s, the 700 V1s, the original ones, the Wave Runners, they were all kinds of colors, a lot of different colors going on there. But these ones that I'm talking about just now that finished with the Vantas, they're primarily a solid single color upper. And the problem that I think they have, and I might be wrong here, but I think so, and I can have my own opinion, which is fine, but the problem I think they have is that the panels, the overlays, which are made of suede, by definition, just naturally, suede weathers and wears in a different way to other materials. And one of the problems that suede has is that it tends to whiten a lot faster than other materials. And then what you end up having very, very quickly, and a lot of people found this with the moves, is that what was a sort of uniform color on the upper when you bought the sneaker very quickly becomes the paneling is maintaining the color of the colorway, but the overlays lighten and give a different color, so it looks like a two-tone sneaker. And I think that's what you're going to find with these Vantas, is that they're going to end up being more of a two-tone sneaker than they are a one-tone sneaker. But maybe that's the design. Maybe Adidas go for that. They choose suede knowing that it will weather in a different way over time, and the lightening will just add a different effect to the sneaker. Maybe, I don't know, but that's just my opinion. I think that's a problem, and it's a slight design flaw in the 700 series because of that suede overlays on them. Okay, and as I said at the start of this video, let's have a look at that 3M popping and the places where the 3M really is distinctive on these sneakers. And I'm going to shout out to a website which I shouted out earlier in the week. Why did I shout them out? I shouted them out for the Air Jordan 1 SB Dunk collaboration with the Court Purples and the Light Bones. Wow, I'm dragging that out of my memory. Because I got great screenshots from the Sneaker Dunk website here in Japan, SNKR Dunk website here in Japan, Sneaker Dunk. And what I got on that Air Jordan 1 video, which I think dropped on Wednesday, was some great footage, some great shots of what those sneakers look like in the midpoint between color changes, because the color changes change deliberately on those sneakers. And what I've got here is a real great shot to show you the difference between the 3M lighting and not. So when you get that lighting on the 3M sort of paneling and how that looks versus when it's just regular lighting. So I'm flipping back and forth between the two here, and you can see that whoever's wearing these, their feet are in different positions slightly, and there's the laces are slightly different, so it's not just a case of somebody using, you know, a computer program to touch it up for the 3M lighting. It is actually the 3M lighting that's popping on there, and the 3M accents that are popping on there. So you can really see that 3M detailing on there on these 700 Vantas. I was just very quickly, I will say that the outsole is the classic sort of 700 outsole. I'm glad that it's not a gum sole. I'm not a huge fan of gum soles on sneakers where they don't belong, and I don't think a gum sole belongs on this sneaker, so I'm glad to see that's not there. And that's it. That's my review of the upcoming release of the Adidas Yeezy 700 Vantas, V2 Vantas. I hope you enjoyed the content today. Tomorrow I'll be coming back with my third Adidas sneaker in 4 days, and tomorrow we're looking at 4D midsole. There's a carbon black version and a white version that are coming out. I forget the name of them off the top of my head. Gosh, that's going to bug me now. And when I'll come back to it in tomorrow's video, obviously, because I'll be talking about it when we bring that. And so hopefully you can check in and see that content. For now, I just need to sign off and say thanks for checking in. Please do hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And I will definitely see you tomorrow.